Happy New Year to everybody. This is the first episode of the year.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of stuff going on in a short period of time. We're only in, day number 9 of the new year?
Going on.
So, you know, we about to jump into this thing. I'm going to let Rico pop it off, talk about Power, because I ain't up to speed on Power. I really don't watch it. I ain't watched season 3. So, yeah, I've been stuck.
Listen.
Too much dumb shit.
So, I guess Perry's saying the shit popping on Instagram, but Power is popping. And I say popping like, this nigga Dre is dead. Like a whole dead, my nigga. The one nigga, one of the 2 to 3 niggas we all wanted dead, that nigga dead. And guess what? If you ain't seen it, don't care. I'm about to blow your shit. Welcome to Zero Fucks Given.
Man, I ain't watched that shit since what? Since fucking Dre first got on it. Like season 3, after that, I was like...
Guess how they kill this nigga, though?
How they kill him?
Nah, just take one guess. I'm gonna let you go with one. Just one.
They strangled him.
That nigga wish he got strangled. They put motherfucking gasoline, soap, or alcohol soap motherfucking towels in his holding cell. And his, what the fuck is it called? The hole. Slip that motherfucking spank and 2-bit. Put that shit in this motherfucking joint. Lit his ass on fire, bro.
That's a gruesome way to die.
Lit his ass on fire, bro. No, I don't think you hit me. They lit his ass on fire, bro. Oh my God. So.
This bro was always kind of funny anyway. He was just a dick hopper.
Man, that's why we wanted that nigga to die.
One minute he was with Ghost, then he was with Cannon, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah, grew up with 2, exactly. Killed the nigga. Oh, but he definitely murked off the crew and got the other half locked up. The fat nigga that used to always be with Tommy.
Okay.
Shot him through his shin, came out his motherfucking head. Nigga dead. But, yeah, Dre dead. That shit was lit. What else happened? Coach got shot. You heard about that?
I heard about that.
Who you think?
You can't go on fucking Facebook and not hear about Power. I think if he really got shot, if he's really dead, inconsistent of what people saying, I think his son killed him.
So, P got his son. P hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it though.
Let me tell y'all. Put in the comments below if y'all think I'm right or if y'all think I'm wrong. Or fuck, if you just want to say who you think did it. But I'm going to tell y'all. After watching episode 11 of season 6, I think Tasha did it. Now, I do know that the sister, what's the sister, what's Ghost's little girlfriend, Hispanic girlfriend name?
Angela.
Her sister, Angela. I know Angela's sister went talking to the new little female lead in the joint, but yeah, I don't think so. I think Tasha don't want Reek getting locked up, and she know that she just sent Dre and Reek to Ghost, and she try and kill that nigga off before either Dre kill Reek or he kill her ass. Did you know that he almost killed her ass?
No.
He almost choked her ass and put the gun to her. And
he know all this. I only watch TV.
Bruh, Power is lit. The matter of fact, this is the last episode, fucking 11. Not even the last episode of Power. Could have been the final episode for Game of Thrones.
I missed that too.
Let me tell y'all how. You got the mother. You have the people that's trying to come up. You have the war. You got Tommy versus Ghost. You got Ghost versus Dre. You got Ghost versus Reek. You got Ghost versus what's the damn little mayor nigga name? Whatever the fuck his name is. His little ass. Man, bro. You got all these different little groups of scenes and businesses and man, just like Game of Thrones, like the mother of the dragons, like the motherfucking White Walkers, like the motherfucking
the Northerners, the Southerners, all that.
Yeah, shit. All that. You got all that shit.
Yeah, I like Game of Thrones.
And that shit ended whack. But this could have yo, you could have just put all their ass in fur pee and put their ass in the snow, and you would have thought it was Game of Thrones. It would have been a better fucking ending. That one episode.
A lot of people disappointed in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, man.
I ain't get to see it, so like I said, I don't watch TV.
But the way how you just worded it though, you don't think Ghost dead for real? What y'all think? I think Ghost dead. Let me take it back. The news in episode 11 said he's dead. I think whoever got shot was dead, but it just wasn't Ghost. Think this nigga pulled the double.
Probably might have. I don't think he did. Cause he gonna do that dumbass third. Y'all gonna say it's gonna come back. That dumbass thing he do every time he get caught up in some shit. He that little monkey shit. I hated that show, bro.
What?
I wasn't in.
Shit, it's a big rich town.
I wasn't in love. The first two seasons was lit. The third season,
yes,
I'm
like,
he started getting away with too much, and he had to
like what?
He figured it out. I can't even. You know, the last time I watched Power like
2017.
You
said season 3.
Yeah.
Did you know this shit was out since 2014?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We've been watching Power for
I was messing with
Rick
at the time.
Yeah. So, alright, so y'all let us know who y'all think killed Ghost. Let us know who you think gonna die next. My money is on shit. Dre just died. Ghost just died. I think the little mayor nigga, fuck, whatever his name is, I think he next, and or Tasha. I don't think Reek going nowhere.
No, I think Rico gonna be part of the spinoff that's coming out. I think that's what I think. There's another like chapter 2 of Power coming out, a spinoff series. So I think that's gonna be based on Reek and them.
Bet. All right. So, I mean, what's really popping out here besides fucking Power? That shit. Then I can talk about that shit all day.
Shit, nothing on TV. Nothing.
Shit on TV. I don't know. What you think about that Trump shit?
That Trump shit dumb. I don't know. That Trump and Iran shit, that shit crazy.
That shit popping. That shit popping on TV. It's popping on YouTube TV. It's popping on motherfucking social medias, fucking Twitter, Instagram. Them niggas going crazy off that shit.
That's blood on our hands, though. Everybody that voted for him, that's the blood on their hands. All the politicians that didn't stop that crazy motherfucker from running them up, that's on their hands, man. Because that shit was unnecessary, bro.
What part?
The bomb.
Trump ordering the shit?
The whole bomb, the whole situation, bro. We had signed a peace treaty with them. Obama had a peace treaty with them. We got other shit to worry about. I think this is a diversion to stop the impeachment.
I don't disagree with you, but let me ask this question. So you think Trump was wrong for ordering it?
Yeah.
So I do think that this is still a play on him trying to get the focus off of the whole impeachment thing. Mm-hmm. But I definitely believe that this whole little situation with them going back and forth is no different than the whole situation with China. Well, it's the same, excluding one thing.
The bomb.
No. Well, I mean, that's the end result. But the fact that the U.S. believes that they can actually get over and control the narrative and the action with Iran,
right.
Which they already have documents, the peace treaty and all the rest of that. Iran been beefing with the fucking U.S. and having to deal with this shit for a brick now, like a while.
Yeah.
Now, if what has come out is true, which has been, they've been bombing fucking U.S. bases over there. They've been going after fucking what are they called?
The embassies and stuff like that?
Yeah, the embassies. But what are the people in the embassy called? Start with D. Shit.
The diplomats?
Yeah, the diplomats. God damn. Dipset. They've been going after the diplomats that's over there and all the rest. Like, you got niggas setting up bombs for you where you are. Now, granted, So let me say this for all of y'all that I know are gonna say this. Oh, they shouldn't be over there anyway. Go the fuck home. You wouldn't have to deal with it. I get you, but that's just not how the world works.
Facts. My thing is,
them niggas over there and they getting bombed, niggas getting shot at, niggas getting killed. When you know who's ordering all this shit, according to what I heard, they ain't blow up a whole motherfucking town full of army men. They killed one specific nigga, the head nigga. I think that's.
Well, I think the thing is, the Iran shit, they didn't. The attack on the embassies and shit came after the bomb hit down in Iran. Because Iran, once they signed the peace treaty, everything was cool. Nobody was really like at war. It was still Iraq that we was in for real. It wasn't Iran. So with this shit, it's like, because even if you look at it's old videos of Trump talking about Obama's going to bomb Iran, Obama's going to do this, but he pretty much forecasted what he was going to do.
Facts.
So I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it wasn't necessary. He don't care. Like it's one of those things where when you go to war, you have to sit at the table with the other generals. Y'all have to map out the terms. You have to go to NATO. You have to do this. It's a whole bunch. It's a chain of command you got to go through. And then
let me stick a pin right there real quick. I promise you, real quick. Exactly what P just said is why I feel like the U.S. wasn't 100% wrong, because you should have to do all of that, but everybody else not doing that. Only people that's doing it is the U.S.
Right, but this is my thing though. When you supposed to be the world's like superpower, you have to show. It's like everything else. You have to lead by example. Okay, everybody else not following them same rules, but at the same time, like our military intelligence didn't even know this strike was supposed to happen.
Right.
So he going to order a hit, and our strategists don't even know.
House, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? This is just like we got a whole Pentagon right across the water. What the fuck they got jobs for if he just gonna do his own thing? So it's like one of those things where it's like it's unnecessary. Now you gotta withdraw troops from Iraq to deal with Iran. Iran wasn't even a problem.
So and see, this is where I disagree with the people that I usually or I am agreeing with. Iran has been a problem. It's been a problem for a brick. That's the whole reason why Obama had to sign the peace treaty. But I was watching the video and it made sense to me. Now tell me if this don't make sense to you. Niggas didn't know, and I mean niggas as in U.S. citizens didn't know what was going on in the U.S. I mean, what was going on overseas outside of what was being told.
Right.
Now, unless you have family members that's a part of the service, you'll get a whole different story, or you'll get additional shit to what's going on. So you might hear on the news, 200 people died over in Iran. But you get somebody there, you be like, they'll tell you, goddamn, I mean, they only put 200 people down that they know of. Another 45 done went missing. Then you got another 300 that's been injured and sent home and replaced. Like, it's that type of shit that make you say, well, damn. Like, we in the blind for real.
Right.
Now, that's why they killed Osama. Ain't nobody know about that until it was time to know about that, and they did that. And then they threw his shit over the boat.
I feel you, bro. My thing is on that. As long as they doing that amongst their people, because they could be a democracy too over there. So it's like one of the things where they choose the rules, they choose the people that get in the office. So they should have to deal with that. So we shouldn't have to be paying world police every time something happens. That's my problem. Like, it's really a lot of innocent lives going over here, gotta fight this shit, and there's really nothing that we fighting over. They like all the motherfuckers, religious wars that's going over there in the Middle East, all that shit. They've been doing that for years, way before our army was built. Let them handle that shit. We don't have nothing to do with that shit. As far as getting like atomic bombs and all the different types of specialized weapons, okay, yeah, keep that under control. But we don't have to go to war with these people to keep that under control. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we know they know their military not mightier than ours, but we don't have. Just like you say, they get a glimpse of like shit, but they're not getting the full story. They not either, because at the end of the day, our army not as mighty as people want to believe it is. The numbers are crazy. People forgot we just came off of one war with Bush, and there's so many criteria and shit for people to get back to get in the service. So you had 8 years. 8 years they gonna replenish all them people that just we lost during the Bush era. So it's just like one thing after another.
I know I'm jumping topics real quick. I was just thinking about this shit maybe yesterday or earlier today. Nigga, sleep patterns been off, so I don't know what day it was. But nonetheless, I was watching all these videos and reading all these reports and shit. And I came to the conclusion that I'm done. Because I really thought 45 was like top dumb president that we've ever had. Forgetting about Bush ass. He was a dumb motherfucker. He was only backed by the fact that his father had already done this shit and he had people behind him that do the shit. He was a dumb motherfucker, bro.
45 wasn't running the show. Dick Cheney was running the show.
No. You mean Bush?
I mean Bush.
Yeah.
I mean Bush.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's a dumb nigga in the presidency.
And the thing is, with that's why, like, everybody got this, like, there's a lot of hate for Obama, but there's a lot of love for Obama too, because at the end of the day, people don't understand. A lot of shit Obama had to clean up behind Bush.
Man, a whole lot of shit.
Exactly. People forgot we was
whole lot of shit.
Fucking the Great
Shout out to
Depression
Miss
too.
Coffee.
It's a whole list of shit, like getting our military right. Then the whole thing with gay rights started to pop. So he has to finagle that situation and like kind of like bring them up to speed, worry about the black agenda, worry about this agenda, worry about that. And then the whole thing was the whole time our government was holding them up because on some healthcare shit. So he couldn't just get healthcare done and move to the next thing. Healthcare.
They couldn't be diplomatic because the shit was too red.
Right, and they didn't want him looking like the common sense person that he is. So it's one of those things where it's like the Medicaid shit by itself took 6 years. People don't even understand it. On top of it, he got to rebuild an economy. On top of it, he got to rebuild job security for people. It's just like his whole 8 years was rebuilding what Bush and Cheney fucking destroyed. So it's like
kill. So what do you call a motherfucker that? All right, so you got snipers. You have. All right, I got the word. So I was watching the video, and I don't think this is their exact name, but I was watching the video on economic hitmen.
Okay.
Economic hitmen are guys, very smart guys, might I add, who sent by the U.S. government or any government that can fund them and be successful with them. They go over to other countries and basically make them via paper, because the pen is mightier than the sword, make them agree to borrowing a lot of money from the U.S. Why would they borrow a lot of money from the U.S.? Because the U.S. dollar is very big all around the world. At first it was the gold thing. Right. Then it became the oil thing. Then because oil could only be purchased now or then all the way up until current by the dollar instead of the yen or instead of the peso, like we have the larger percentage on oil. So it goes through the U.S. As far as money-wise. So niggas are getting like pumped into, yo, look, build this motherfucking electric joke. I'm going to give you the money to fund it. This is why you need it. You need all these grids. You need this part of your city leading to this part of this city so we can have a free market to bring oil in and without hesitation, like a fucking desert in Arizona or some shit, but not in the U.S., somewhere else. And we getting all the shit through over there. Plus, this grid is helping out your whole community, but we're going to charge you $100 billion for it. But I mean, no, we're going to give you a loan for $100 billion for it. Sorry, not charge you.
But you got to pay back.
But you got to pay the shit back.
With interest.
With interest. So now we know.
So we muscling people.
So now we know that you definitely can't pay this shit back.
Right.
We just stipped you on a crazy ass contract. Now it's, all right, we know you can't, 8 years later, 3 years later, we know you can't pay all this shit back. So how about this? You sell us your schools, half of your oil, like all this other shit.
The technology,
you give,
have all this shit.
You give us this, and we'll take this % off your debt, or we'll do this for you.
That's some modern day slavery.
And muscling, all of it. Mm-hmm. But this is what's happening. So when people say, oh, I don't get why we over in Iran and Iraq, blah, blah,
it's
blah.
Money point. It's all about money.
Straight up and down. Period. Money and control. And I always used to, and I learned this in high school, that it was all about the money. And when I was saying money, my favorite teacher was saying oil. And I couldn't understand why she was saying oil, because in order to get the oil, you had to use your money.
Right.
But what I didn't get at the time was, globally, I'm thinking U.S. money is always great because we the fucking U.S. This is in high school. Nah, there's other currencies that is worth, our dollar isn't as much as theirs. Europe is one. But we control the market, the world market, we as in U.S. So with that being said, when she was saying oil and I was saying money, I was thinking the sun never set on the British Empire. Damn, y'all got to tie that together. I'm not going to go all the way into that. But we have bases everywhere.
Right.
Where do the sun set on the U.S. Empire?
Shit, I don't even fucking know.
It doesn't. Modern day. You said modern day slavery.
Right.
What's the difference?
Right.
But nonetheless, the shit was killing me with Trump. And that shit is all over everything, P. So do you really think, matter of fact, what's your feelings on how the troops might be feeling? The ones that's on the front line. Because right now, if I knew a quarter of the shit that I know right now, I'd be fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah, I think they scared. Like, scared, and they know it's unnecessary. That's my whole thing.
Y'all let us know if y'all think this shit is unnecessary.
It's unnecessary, bro. Because we can only do one thing at a time. Like, we got too much going on. And then, like I say, this is a diversion from the fucking impeachment. This ain't got nothing to do with no radical behavior, even though it might have been something.
I still agree with you.
This ain't based on that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he about to get impeached. Oh, this dude was a monster. This dude was doing this. This dude was doing that. But you still ain't feeling, like, we got so much shit going on in Iraq. Like, you just causing a commotion, bro. Like, that shit is dumb. Right. You know your whole family about to go, you and your whole family probably about to go to jail. Oh. Unless you some power and shit like that. So it's like, bro, then like, after this, it's like, my sister posted an article on Facebook I ain't get to read. I think they really trying to condemn him for even bombing Iran.
Which sister?
My oldest sister.
Shout her out, man. She was in what movie? What's your?
Luke Cage, Ray Donovan.
Ray Donovan. She out here working.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, they really trying to put the foot in Trump's ass. That's coming. And then, like I said, it's blood on our hands. So the troops, I feel fucking for the
how
troops.
How many more months he have? And
that's about the
current presidency.
10. Because they out by November. Because that's when we vote.
All right, so I'm going to be the first to say, if he do get impeached, if they have 10 months left, he'll survive all the way up until the 9th month, which isn't going to matter for him. It's like the last few weeks of school for students really don't matter. Like, you either catching up or you chilling. Now, if you have different opinions, a different time, put it down.
I don't think he's going to get impeached.
You don't think so?
Why?
Neither do I.
At this point, why?
But if
time almost over.
Yeah, but nah, 10 months is a lot of time.
It's a lot of time, but in retrospect, this man did so fucking much. He should have been gone.
I don't disagree.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, and they, like I said, they just, it's another diversion. And they focus so much now on Iran. It's like, fuck him, Iran. We got to fix this, we got to fix this. That's going to be 2-3 months. But now we got to sit down with these people in the eye, and ask them not to keep retaliating. Because they with whatever. They the motherfuckers, they believe in their God, their religion. They don't give a fuck.
And they also don't have shit to lose.
Nothing. They already have. They already poverty. That's what that's going to do. Any asshole that other problem with, green light America. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You just causing more issues than enough.
And that's always a tricky situation because the saying is true, and I don't care what part of your life you're in. I don't care what level of life you're in. I don't care where in life you are. The enemy of your enemy is your best friend. So
facts, always.
Niggas team up.
So y'all think they concentrating on Iran? That's giving Russia green light.
Shit, that's giving
Green
China
light.
the go to sneak right on. Man, listen, it's tough though. But do you really think that the truce was for real?
I think it was. I think it was.
What?
I think it was.
Damn.
Because the thing is, this is how you gotta see it. You always got, like, we can have a truce. No, we can always have a truce, but I'm still prepared for war behind your back. So just in case some shit like this happen, we ready. You don't have to be loud about it. We can agree, okay, we truce it out. We good. I'm not gonna bomb you, you don't bomb us. We trade, we build a relationship, cool. But soon as, because they know American shit is every 4 years, and they looking at us. The world looking at us. So
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this shit flip and go the wrong way, we ready. We knew the shit was gonna happen anyway. We got the bomb.
And that's the scary part.
That's how you supposed to think. So I believe in the truth.
But they said that I think they just said that the U.S. bombed them again after the both of them sat down and was like, look, all right, we good. It's better if we don't do shit. We trying to avoid World War III, blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. But then U.S. went and hit somebody else. Or, I mean, well, not hit somebody else, but hit another spot. Fucking with them.
The thing about it this way, it's gonna make it hard for Americans to even move around.
Oh, man, that's always been my case. That's why it took me so long to get out of the country.
I'm not going nowhere.
That's why it took me so long.
I'm not going nowhere. I done been to Mexico. I want to go to Canada. Canada not really fucking with Trump either, so there's no time to be really fucking with Americans.
But what's crazy is I wouldn't even worry about them fucking with Americans because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, we're the only fucking people that get broadcast the same way throughout the whole fucking world. In America, they broadcast niggas that look like me and him,
Yeah,
like
guys.
fucking niggas.
All the time.
Niggas. Like, they send that shit when I was over in Europe, we looked like the same fucking thing, especially people that look like me. I might go to Mexico, they might think I'm Jamaican or Haitian. Haitian is way fucking worse than Jamaican, but fucking being American over there is worse than that if you ain't got no fucking money. Like, that's what, we either got money or kill their ass, fuck it.
That shit about to stop.
So, it's crazy.
That shit about to stop.
What?
All that, just because you got money in certain countries, that shit gonna fly. That shit ain't.
Oh, yeah, oh, let me be very clear. You take your ass to Europe, they look at you like a broke nigga, period. And I'm white or black. Only because their money is worth more than our money.
Yeah, and I heard that.
You ain't got it? Oh, all right, what the fuck what you here for?
I think in England or one of them countries, because my sister went, or London, one of them places.
Yeah, we
She
went to
was like,
Paris.
you have to be able to take care of yourself just to even get in the country, like financially. You have to be able to hold your own to even get in the country. She was over there for a whole year doing this acting program. So
Yeah, that shit's serious over there.
Yeah.
I was there for, what, a week? If that. Few days, man. Bruh. Nah, that shit, for real.
Fuck no. I have to go to Hawaii. I don't need no more places like that, bro. Hawaii was expensive.
Oh, I want to go to Hawaii, though.
Candy bars,
Feel like-
it'd be like $5.
That's
Bullshit,
that
that
shit.
normals.
Nah.
Size. I swear to God.
Don't eat that shit, y'all. It's gonna kill you.
I would, everything get
Fucking
imported. Like
Snickers, $5.
$5 both for a candy bar, bro.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, how much for a motherfucking
I don't know.
glass of Moscato?
Once I saw that motherfucker $5 for like candy bar, I said I ain't buying shit. I ain't buying shit. Nobody can't got no motherfucking souvenirs or nothing from me when I came back. Nothing.
I respect that.
Hell
It is
no.
what it is. Fuck. So you think we're gonna have a World War III?
I don't think it's gonna get that far. But it's some more lives gonna be taken though, sadly. I just
That's
hope
the
they
name
get
of the game.
I just hope if they do, shoot a bomb over here in America, the explosion not that big, and they only hit the White House. No disrespect, because my job right there bad. Like I'm
Mine
right
is
there.
too.
My job right there. I'm talking about. I'm 2 blocks away.
I got you.
Then my sister 2 blocks away. Nah, we ain't got time for that.
Shit, we about 4 or 5 blocks from the Capitol.
Nah, we don't need that. Man, fuck no. Especially over something that don't even. I'm not gonna say it's unnecessary because everybody got their belief, but the timing was wrong. Cause we don't know if dude was really a monster like that. Cause the people was championing for him. So.
Nah, fuck that. Niggas was champion for what the fuck is his name?
Hitler.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
But Hitler had a couple things where, like, I don't know the Holocaust all the way, and what he did was
Let's
wrong.
talk about it.
What he did was wrong.
Fine.
But some of his philosophies was on point.
Do you have anyone in specific that you want to talk about? Because I'm gonna say all his philosophies were bullshit. And I'm not speaking
when
on.
it come to the, it was a quote that he said something about, and it's just paraphrase. I don't know the quote like off the back of my head. When he was like, he said something about Europeans or white people know that black people are like something like the richest or something like that people in the world or some shit like that. And I was like, that's kind of true. So it was like, so I'm not saying what he did was right. I don't believe in killing nobody like that and making one person.
So,
but some of the ways he was thinking was like.
Now I'm not gonna say that was because of the way he was thinking. This is what I'm gonna say. He was privy to knowledge that we weren't able to access. So the history that he was able to recall isn't the history that we learned. Right. One, he's in a whole different part of the fucking world. Right. The people here that know, they try their hardest to make that shit unavailable to us. And with that being said, I agree that his statement is accurate, but that's why he wanted to kill us all.
But that I get you. It was like I said, his actions was wrong, but the way he some of his thoughts and stuff, like you can. But that's like with anybody though. Anybody actions can be wrong, but when you sit down and talk to them, they can have like little bright spots where you're like, I can see where you're coming from with that. I can see where you're coming from with this. But the way you're going about it is wrong. Plus, during that time, when he was actually doing that crazy shit, like you say, the knowledge wasn't even spread around like that. They wasn't really educated like that either. So you had to, you really had to, it really was a money game back even in Europe and London.
Nah, with him, it was definitely power grab.
No, I'm saying the power grab, but it was more so like your upcoming, like who your family is.
Yeah. It
wasn't no ragging.
Yeah, it was how do we say it here in the U.S.? It was definitely
hierarchy and shit like that.
Yeah, like lower class, middle class, upper class. Like you have and you only get access to what you get access to based off your economics standing. Like, yo, fuck, it was kings and queens, nigga. If you a peasant, you're a peasant. Fuck, nigga, do your job, do what you're supposed to do. You work for me, you're gonna be a little over a peasant, and if you work close to me, you're gonna be a little over the nigga that's over the fucking peasant. It's just the way that it's been. It's the hierarchy. But shit wasn't right about that nigga, bro.
Nah. You can learn something from everybody.
Nah, yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, without a doubt.
We about to talk about this NFL hierarchy.
Oh, my gosh.
Hiring these coaches. Man, what do people expect? Why we complain about the NFL and they do the same shit year in, year out? I don't get it.
P, elaborate on what you're talking about, because I'm going to tell you, if I get into this whole NFL shit, I'm naming names and I'm pointing fingers and I'm calling niggas cones and I don't give a fuck about who y'all. Yeah.
There was a bunch of coaches that got fired during the end of the season.
My team, the Skins,
Giants, Cowboys.
Damn, that's Carolina, all NFCs.
For the
Another NFC team, though.
Carolina, Cleveland. What was that fired? There was a couple other people.
Dallas, man.
But out of all the coaches, they only hired one minority coach. And that was Ron Rivera. The other franchises went with like college coaches or coordinators or position coaches that wasn't proven.
Right.
Now they had this Rooney rule in the NFL where they have to interview people of color, Spanish, black, whatever.
Message.
So during this process, it's a lot of black coaches out there that has very much experience, like the Jim Caldwells. Even though I don't think he wanted to do it, the Tony Dungy's. You have Herm Edwards. You have Marvin Lewis, even though he burned his bridges probably with the Bengals. The Bengals had their on and off years, but they wasn't great consistently. And there's so many other people. You got a lot of coordinators, like the coordinator from Kansas City. It's just a lot of African American coaches that's waiting for their turn. Now, some of the franchises decided not to even interview people. And they gave these college coaches like 7 years for like $60 million.
How many?
7 years for $60 million. Now,
long-term plus money in the bank.
But see, this is the unwritten rules of the NFL and this football period and culture. When you become a coach on a team, you have 3 years to turn the program around. Why would I give a rookie head coach coming from college with no kind of like head coaching experience, no coordinating experience? He was a lineman coach, but why would I give him $60 million for 7 years and it's supposed to be a 3-year turnaround? So what if he don't turn that team around in 3 years? Then what? And then like a lot of people get jobs like Joe Judge, but nobody ever heard of Joe Judge. He was a special team coordinator
yeah.
and a wide receiver coach.
Nah, he just had took on that role.
Well, I'm not gonna knock him, but you know what I'm saying. What do we know about running a team?
Shit.
Or being a predominantly being in a predominant position like the coordinator or something where he could actually run the offense or run the defense or whichever one is his specialty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of question marks. And the Rooney Rule is a joke, but this is the coincide with what Colin Kaepernick talking. It was bigger than the players.
Hold on. So let me just give y'all a few numbers, right? Because I had put this up. So GMs, head coaches, and quarterbacks. Oh, with the owners being first. These are the most influential positions in the NFL. So it's the owner, it's the GM, it's the head coach, and it's the quarterback. Now, what Perry is about to touch on is the quarterback. But let me give you the numbers of the other three ahead of the quarterback. You have
0 owners.
0 owners, that's black.
Or minority. Well, we got one minority. Jacksonville GM. I mean, CEO. Owner. I think it's like Middle Eastern or something. But
No, are you sure that's?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to him one.
One out of 30 teams?
All right, then you have 4 or 5 GMs. That's debatable. All right, you have 3 to 4 head coaches. And I honestly think at this point it's going to be 3. That's of some other nationality other than white.
No, I think it's 4. Ron Rivera, Mike Tomlin, Anthony Lynn in San Diego, and Mike Flores in Miami.
You think Mike going to have his job after this year?
Yeah.
Debatable.
Yeah, Mike gonna have his job because Pittsburgh don't let their coaches go like that. I think if anybody.
Where's Mike coming from?
Which league?
Where was he before?
I think he was a coordinator somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, defensive coordinator. I think the person that the black.
I don't think he's gonna have his job.
The two coaches that got worried about their job, Mike Flores in Miami, he gotta build on top of his 5-11 season he had this year, and Anthony Lynn in the San Diego Chargers, because Phillip Rivers kind of like threw their season away. So if they gotta get another quarterback. They gotta let him go.
And then the final one, because we just touched on head coaches, is maybe 6 other than white quarterbacks. Now, the list that I looked at, though, P, was funny because they didn't have Patty listed.
Not Pat Black, bro.
It's crazy. They didn't have Patty listed. But nonetheless, 5, 6 black quarterbacks. Now, this is out of 32 teams, 32 owners. How many people in the NFL? 2 what? Well, no, it's way more than 2.
Talking about
That's
players?
the NBA. Yeah.
Players is like 700.
Yes, there we go. And then how many fucking? Oh shit, 32 head coaches.
Yeah. But shit, guess what? I think it's 4 out of the 6 black quarterbacks. No, I think 5 in the playoffs, and 3 of them in the air.
We
In
can
the
name
AFC.
them. Yeah.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
So what you gonna say about Colin?
What I was gonna say about Colin was just as part of the thing he was fighting about. It wasn't just the players. It was just the injustice of how the NFL sees their black employees, pretty much. Like a lot of people feel like it's a slap in the face to the point where they feel like black people can't lead a team, so that's why they don't really hire black coaches, GMs.
Can I put a pin in it right there? So if we're talking about black coaches leading teams, then who's right under Bill Belichick leading his team? What's his name?
Tomlin.
No. On Bill Belichick's team. What's the quarterback name over there?
Tom Brady.
Is he one of the leaders? Like, if shit don't go right for Bill Belichick and shit don't go right for Tom, that shit ain't working.
Right.
So if that's the case, that means Tom got some type of say. Now, if Tom got some type of say as a quarterback, that means, let me see, what black quarterback probably has some type of say? Maybe a Colin Kaepernick, who they blackballed out the league.
Right.
Who had too big of a platform to have a silent protest, which his protest should have been verbal. I don't think so, but let me tell you who do. Stephen A. Stephen A. said this motherfucker wasn't talking enough, but I'm gonna put a pin in my shit. I'm gonna just let him finish.
So pretty much, I've lost my train of thought.
My bad,
But
bro.
no,
I'm
you
ready
good.
to go the fuck off.
But yeah, Kaepernick was fighting for everybody's rights in the NFL, and they laughed at him, didn't take him serious, and like he said, they felt like he wasn't talking enough, so they blackballed him. And it seemed like they slowly but surely pushing black players out of positions. As long as you can make them money, they kind of like they with it. Because what Lamar Jackson did was he opened the door for more black quarterbacks, but the opportunity's still gonna be slim. Like you have to come. It's one of those things with black quarterbacks. You have to come out the gates as great. They don't give you time to develop and become that. You know, so it's like one of those things where it's like the NFL keep putting itself in the trick bag, and then they got people who was questioning Colin Kaepernick coming around and questioning the league. But it's like, you should have been doing that in the first place. Because we make the NFL so much fucking money. Think about how many Lamar Jackson jerseys been sold.
How many Mike Vick jerseys done sold?
Think about how many fucking Russell Wilson jerseys sold.
In his short time, think about how many fucking RG3 jerseys were sold.
Deshaun Watson.
Cam Newton.
Patrick Mahomes.
Like, we could keep going.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where it's like, and the NFL is running by us at this point. Like I said, all the quarterbacks in the AFC is blackness in the playoffs right now, except for one. And that's Tannehill. He really don't even throw the ball down.
You know who had top, I think 5 to 3 passing yards? A bum in Tampa.
Oh yeah, Jameis Winston. Yep.
Come on. Like, it's crazy.
My thing is, the upset thing about it is sports, like everybody says, sports is the one thing that can bring people together. And it's a game. Like, it's not that serious. If you good, you good. You ain't. Like, so it shouldn't matter depending on your color, creed, or none of that shit. Like, that shit dumb. So it's like.
So, with that being said, how you feel about the mainstream media making the head coaching thing a racial issue? And I'll give you.
I think it's really one of those things where it's like I said, it's just like the Katie thing we talked about earlier. It's them trying to control the narrative now.
I believe that it should never be the start of your conversation when a head coach don't get a position. So how I perceived what I heard, how I received it was a couple of people who I watch often flat out came out and said, oh yeah, I don't like the way black people are treated. They should have been given the opportunity to be a head coach immediately over this special teams coordinator and this college coach and blah, 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 blah. I get it. But what I don't think was necessary was for them to come out and use race as the first thing.
Good point. Hey.
That's why.
Because a lot of the people in the media wasn't backing that same argument when Kaepernick was having it. So it's one of those things where I feel like I said, it's one of those things where you trying to control the narrative. And it's also one of those things where this some shit that I talked to my mother about a lot. Like, we gotta stop.
You say what I wanted to say, I bet.
We gotta stop this black old head niggas hating on these young niggas, bro. That shit is old, bro. That's part of it, bro.
Very true.
Because
very true.
Now that they can say, oh, we pointed this out first, it's a racial thing. Colin Kaepernick came to the front thing and said, he wasn't even trying to make it a racist thing. He was talking about the injustice of what police officers were doing. He wasn't even talking about it with the NFL, nothing. But now, he should do this. We give him we fight for his job. We doing, like, the fuck are you talking about? This dude standing up for people who don't even have a voice.
Facts.
So it's one of those things where it's like old niggas need to stop hating on young niggas. I see that shit a lot. On the trains, move through DC. Nah, no bullshit. Like,
D-Dot.
Everybody be like, niggas be like, oh, these young niggas ain't, man, y'all was the same wild ass way, bro. Get the fuck on my face.
Yeah, y'all was them boys.
Exactly.
But the other thing that I was going to add to it was, right now the media is doing their job. And I have to say, they are doing a great job at it. And I'll give you some examples. They was killing Colin off of the kneel. They said it was about the flag. Then everybody started protesting against Colin because they thought he was protesting against the flag. Colin came out and said it's not against the flag. The media doubled down and said, well, he shouldn't be doing it while we're saluting the flag. When that stance you're taking, which is silent, Colin, is disrespectful to the armed forces, but then an armed force member came and said, no, this is how he should do it. Then we go back to it. Yeah, then we go back to it. And then they say, well, he's not out of the league because he kneeled. He's out of the league because he wasn't good enough. When right now, the top 4 quarterbacks in the playoffs are actually mimicking, well, the top quarterback is actually running damn near the same playbook that Colin ran.
Because he got his offensive coordinator.
Same. Hey, let's not be confused. Colin definitely didn't get kicked out of the league because of his play. He got kicked out because of contract issues.
Hold up, let me get in that. Also, reason.
And this is a San Francisco thing.
This is the main reason why they really blackballed him. For one, he was making too much money. The general manager from John Lynch, 49ers general manager, told him either he take a pay cut and be traded or be released. So he wasn't going to be with the team regardless. So that had nothing to do with it. 2, if you look at his last 6 games with fucking Chip Kelly as his coach, and then look at Jimmy Garoppolo's first 6 games with the 49ers, their numbers are the same. So you can't say this boy couldn't play. And then we had Jim Tom Sula, who wasn't even a fucking head coach, never had experience. He was a lineman coach, come in after Harbaugh and coach a team, and he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. That's why so many fucking 49er players retired. Patrick Willis retired. Frank Gore left. Mike Patty left.
Speak on it.
Who else? It was so many motherfuckers. I think we lost by like 11 starters that year.
Sound like the fucking Seahawks.
Just left. So I want to blame that shit on his play. I hate when people say he couldn't play.
So then that shit happened. Then the media try to say, well, if he was good enough, then how come the teams didn't come out and reach out? It's 32 owners.
Good old boy.
All in cahoots with each other, who put someone underneath them, might I add, not above them, underneath them, in charge of managing public relations, the NFL itself, player relations, coach relations, everything. Adam Silver, sorry, my bad. Roger Goodell. Sorry, I'm everywhere right now. Roger Goodell is over all these people I have to talk to, all these people I have to manage, all these people I have to sit in meetings with, all these motherfuckers. But then that happened. Now, this whole little ordeal with the workout happened. Excuse me. You ask the nigga on a Saturday to come work out.
When we work out on Tuesday.
How does that happen, Sway, in the middle of a fucking NFL season? Now, let me put a pin in it right there. I'm going to tell you why all of this matters, and I'm going to give you an example outside of this shit. What matters more, P? W's or stats?
W's.
All right, cool. So, let's say, what's the quarterback name in Tampa?
James Winston.
Shout out to you, Brandon. That's why I keep asking P his name. That nigga's a bum to me. But nonetheless, Jameis put up motherfucking stats,
right.
But he don't got the wins to follow, right?
Right.
All right, so let's use a 7-game strip for Jameis, right? Now, let's compare the last 7 games that Jameis had last year compared to the last 7 games that, let's say, Lamar Jackson had, right? Last year.
Even
Do you remember how many? Huh?
Even last year.
No. Let's just use last year, last end of the season to playoffs. You know how many games Tampa Bay won? They broke 500 their last 6.
They went 9-7? Or did they go? I think they went 7-9.
They broke 500. Damn, I can't even. But nonetheless, I think they won maybe 2 or 3 of their last 6, 7 games.
The last 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what Lamar did? He won the last
he went hard
6 regular season games and lost the playoffs. You know what they said? Oh, he a bum. He can't play in the NFL. He got to gain weight. He got to be more accurate. He need to get a little. Oh, I say gain weight. He needs to figure out
all the other type of monkey shit that comes.
It's crazy how this is the same young nigga from last year to this year doing the same stuff
he did in college.
He did in college.
He should have won the Heisman
and
twice.
Balling.
And if you don't understand his stats, his second year, his third year in college was better than the one his Heisman year. He put up better numbers.
Damn. That's like who won the Heisman that year? Was it
yeah, who won the Heisman?
Manziel? No, not Manziel. What's the name? Yes, that one.
Baker.
And fucking I like Baker. Baker is on the down, but I like him. But nonetheless,
update. Hold on. This is my guess. Tom Brady will be a Cleveland Brown next year if Josh McDaniels is the coach. Mark my words. Mark my words.
I'm putting that shit on the ceiling. Let that shit hang down. I'm gonna be first. All right, but let me just wrap this shit up. Stephen A, you're fucking cool because now you all against the fucking NFL. Oh, black people this, the NFL doing them wrong. I can't believe this. We need to stand up, or y'all gotta see what's happening. This ain't right. But when people in the media, outside the media, mainly and most specifically, Colin was telling you the same shit, you ain't want to hear. You was the good old boy for the fucking NFL.
Also, I want to shout out Bomani Jones and Jermaine.
Bomani, where Poppy at, Bomani?
And Uncle Shay, but
Shay.
Y'all been on it. Y'all been on it. So, but Stephen A. Now I'm confused with you, brother.
I'm calling a spade a spade.
I want to have a conversation with you because this is weird, bro. Like I don't get it. I really don't.
I'm off my Kyle Kuzma shit. Call the ace of ace.
Like I said, it's one of those things where, like I told people, it's that old nigga shit, bro. Like
that, he ain't even that old, bro. Uncle Shay older than him.
Still though, bro. This is one of those things where you can't flip flop that bad, not see your motherfucker.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you. Morals.
Morals, yeah.
Go see our last app.
Yeah. Cause that old head shit gotta go, bro.
What else you got for him, P? I just blew myself, bro, talking about that whack ass nigga.
Oh, shit, we ain't got too much going on. Tomorrow about to celebrate the anniversary, you know what I'm saying? So
Hey.
She got the best of the both worlds, bro. She got birthday, Christmas, anniversary, Valentine's Day. I ain't got shit. My birthday.
Secluded in the desert like shit.
Man, listen, I'm gonna get a pin draw for my birthday. I ain't got shit. I ain't even mad.
Shout out to y'all, bro.
Yeah, I ain't got shit else going on. Like I said, we still developing content. Talking to Tank, I want to do a party now too. There's so much shit I want to do.
Man, don't even don't do it. Let me give a shout out real quick. I was popping champagne in my campaign, I need y'all to understand. Go support black businesses. This DC DMV shit is real. We have people here. They are really grinding. When I come and show y'all my shoes that I got from designer / rapper / artist /
whoever.
Yeah, man, y'all, listen, shit here is lit. So don't forget about DC and also DMV.
Also, I want people to start submitting their music. DMV artists, submit a song. Submit one song, your best song. I want to put it on blast. That's one of the events I got coming up too, but I ain't gonna speak on that too much. And I want to shout out Neil Carter for checking this out and giving us a comment on the page. Also, I want to give Keisha a holler because she put comment on the page.
K.
So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for checking us. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all. We need y'all. And if you got a motherfucking platform you want us to come on, just let us know. Email us. You put the email under the motherfucking title or description of the channel or video or whatever. And just let us know. We come to chop it up. Especially sports. We can do sports all day.
All day, boy.
All day.
Boy.
We're gonna argue. We're gonna get red. I'm gonna get red. I'm gonna get loud. I'm gonna lose my voice. We gonna argue that shit all day.
And when he get tired, we can switch over and hit history up, boy.
Exactly.
We can do
politics. We do video
We can
games.
politic on politics.
We can talk about clothes.
Video games. We can snipe you guys, boy. We can, boy.
All day. You know what I'm
What you
saying?
talking about?
Y'all have a good night. We about to get about this thing. And have a good Friday tomorrow.
Happy Friday, people.
Get some pussy.
He said, get some young thing. Hey, what you say?
Gotta get some pussy.